India advised to bring in key spinner for Edgbaston bout. Former India internationals Sanjay Manjarekar and Deep Dasgupta suggest two changes each for Shubman Gill's side going into the second test against England. While their top and middle order batters performed well at Headingley, India were found short in the bowling department, as England chased down a comprehensive target of 371 in the fourth innings. Discussing India's possible lineup for the second test, former India wicketkeeper Deep Dasgupta backed left-arm wrist spinner Kuldeep Yadav to make it into the side because of the match conditions. Looking forward to Birmingham, where it's usually a batting-friendly venue, I would love to see Kuldeep there, Dasgupta spoke on Jio Hotstar program Game Plan. Dasgupta believed that with India's mainstay batters firing, the side could afford to lighten up on their late-order batting. He expected Kuldeep to fit in for Shardul. And now the advantage of having your top 5 amongst runs is that you're not too worried about contributions from your number 8 with the bat. So I think that would help someone like Kuldeep to play at number 8 and not worry too much in terms of how much he's going to contribute with the bat. Another change that Dasgupta favored was promoting Karan Nair up the batting order, which would allow India to squeeze in a batting all-rounder. Get Karan Nair, at number 3, Dasgupta continued. Because Karan Nair has got most of his runs at that position. We keep talking about the first-class career and all of that at number 3. And also, he batted for India A against the England Lions at number 3. Nair batted one down in the first game between India A and England Lions and scored a stroke-filled 204. In the next game, he dropped one down and scored 65 runs over 2 innings. Dasgupta went on to suggest that this would open up a spot for Nitish Kumar Reddy. That opens up a space for someone like Nitish at number 6, who, if required, can give you a few overs of seam up. He's been working very hard on his bowling. So you also have a fourth seamer. Former India batter Sanjay Manjarekar agreed with Dasgupta on both the changes. Nitish Kumar Reddy, I had included in my side for the first test. And Kuldeep Yadav has to come back. I'm sorry to say, but Shardul Thakur has to go out, Manjarekar added. India will have to take a hard call that even in English conditions, they go with quality bowlers, and if the quality bowlers happen to be 2 spinners, go for it because you don't quite have the luxury of a Shami and some of the other bowlers to pick from. So I would go maybe 1 seamer short and get Kuldeep Yadav in. Manjarekar also believed that the changed climate in recent years might help Kuldeep thrive in England. Summers these days are generally dry summers because of global warming. So maybe it's a way to introduce spin in England. And let's not forget, Ben Stokes has completely changed his thinking and made it common-sense cricket thinking. We have to go back to those days when India would play 3 spinners no matter what, if it's New Zealand or England. Another big dilemma ahead of the test is with respect to the availability of Jasprit Bumrah. India had announced prior to the series that Bumrah would feature in 3 out of the 5 England tests. Bumrah did feature in Leeds and picked up a 5-wicket haul in the first innings, but there is no certainty around his availability in Edgbaston, which is a crucial game for India in the series. Manjarekar opined that the pacer's availability would boost India's prospects. When you break it down, he has bowled 42 or 43.4 overs in total in 5 days, and there's going to be a break of another few days between the first and the second test. So my logic is, talk to him, how are you feeling? Talk to his physiotherapist, his doctor, see him in the nets, and if he's pretty good, close to 100% fitness, you play him. I really worry about our bowling, without Bumrah, unless Kuldeep Yadav comes to India's rescue. India's great wins in the last many years have been when the bowlers came to the battles to rescue them. India just didn't get enough runs, but their bowlers bailed them out. Manjarekar also believed that Rishabh Pant would continue his sensational run with the Willow in the series. The wicketkeeper batter already has 2 tons in the first game, 134 and 118, taking his tally of total hundreds in England to 4, second best for India in tests after Rahul Dravid. He enjoys batting in Test cricket. 4. Any batter who scores 200s in Test cricket, it takes a lot out of you mentally, not so much physically. But getting 100 in the first innings, and 48 hours later, you have the same kind of reserve to get another 100. That is the hallmark of an exceptional player. Pant's sensational performance comes after an underwhelming season in the Indian Premier League, wherein he scored 269 runs at an average of 24.45, and his side failed to reach the knockout stage of the competition. His shot selection was also in scrutiny during the Border Gavaskar Trophy 2024-25, wherein, despite getting starts, he added only 255 runs over 5 games. Manjarekar believed his recent poor run might strengthen his resolve further. Rishabh Pant enjoys Test cricket. He hasn't got enough runs, so he's hungry. I see Pant carrying his form. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for the latest cricket news and updates.